Hi, thanks so much for joining us. This is Shannon from Strategic Intervention Solutions. Our website is sis4teachers.org. This is going to be level 2 for our game Across the Pond, which is a strategy game. It's a great strategy game to bring into the classroom at this level, really in the 3rd through 5th grade. It provides an extra layer of strategy that we didn't have in the original, easier version of Across the Pond. The actual game was actually written at this level of complexity, but as I played it in different classrooms, wanting to get kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade involved, they do a really great job with just moving one frog at a time. You can watch this video in your classroom to show students how to play, or students can also go to our YouTube channel, learn how to play the game, strategize with friends, and then maybe the next day play it in one of their Math with Someone stations. We're still going to start off with our frogs on our lily pads, which are the green. The blue is representative of the water. The 4 logs here are an area where the frogs are unable to go. They're not able to hop. In this game, you can't hop over anyone, and you also cannot stack a frog on top of each other. I'm going to turn our game board as we play this kind of this way so that my partner and I have a vantage point of looking at the game board from the same angle. The object of the game is for me to get my 5 red frogs on her lily pads across the way. She wants to, before I do, to get all of her frogs onto my lily pads before I do. The object of the game is once you get across and get all of your 5 in there, you're done. The easy part about level 1 was that you would just move any frog left, right, forward, backwards, and even diagonal. In this case, we're going to play it the same way. However, you must move 2 frogs in the same direction. So if I were to move 1 forward, I must move 2 forward. If I wanted to go diagonal, they both must go diagonal. If I wanted to go forward, they must go forward. So this will kind of create a bit of a collision in the middle of the water here as frogs are trying to pass. It also puts a layer of strategy in as kids are moving the 2 frogs in different directions. So again, if I move 1 forward, the other one has to go forward, the other frog has to go back. If one goes in a diagonal or the other goes in a diagonal, or right or left, they both have to move in the same direction. So I'm going to go ahead and start off moving 2 of my frogs forward, and then my partner is going to do the same. I'm going to go ahead and move 2 of these diagonally. She's moving hers forward. I'm going to move mine up. Okay, and so as you're looking at this, I'm moving these in the same direction, and my partner is too. So she's coming over and blocking me so that I can't get to her. So I'm going to move mine up here. These frogs can't jump if they ever want to be let out. I'm going to go ahead and prevent her from doing this. The strategy here is that she has to move these frogs in the same direction. So even though I moved the one over, if I wanted to move another frog, this way I could do that. Because either way, she can't move it. But I'm going to go ahead and take these 2 and block her this way, the same way she did with me. Now in this case, like if I wanted to hop, you can't hop on. So you have to be careful that kids understand. You also can't go on the logs, which really puts another layer of complexity in the game. Okay, so she was able to get 2 of the frogs in here. Okay, we're coming towards the end of the game here, and although this takes a lot of strategizing and a lot of patience, I was able to win. My partner is getting close to getting to that point of being able to do it. This game for some students could go on for a while, and that's okay because we want the strategies to continue. Sometimes they might feel like they're stuck in an infinite loop, but as they back their frogs back out and move them, In some classrooms, we have gotten to the point where we've gotten, the play has been going on for quite some time. That student just needs that one more frog. You could also change a rule if this level is too complex where kids are getting frustrated, that if they had their 4 frogs in, if you had one spot to kerplunk your other frog, then you could just move that one frog. In this video, we kept the continuous play going until we were able to get our frogs kind of aligned to the point where we could both bring them in to the lily pads together. Also, moving across the lily pads helps students to strategize, to be able to shift things from different ways of ones that are already in the lily pad versus others that are not. Again, this is a more complex game, but the whole point of it is to get kids to question their metacognition. Perseverance is a big thing with kids today. They oftentimes just want to give up. They don't want to keep going until there is a winner and a loser, or sometimes they feel that there's no possible way that there could be. And so you want to keep that kind of going as kids learn different things in math. It's about giving the grit and being able to make it till the end. We hope that you check out our website for other strategy games and our strategy download that we have on special for $10. You can get around 15 to 20 different games that you can download for free to bring strategy games into your website. The ones that will highlight, obviously the ones that here are the ones that we're going to offer for free in this week's blog, but then later you're welcome to download the strategy games at SIS4teachers.org.